Africa from 2021 have been experiencing some harsh economic stability that every African country is trying their best to actually overcome it. You know what happened during the COVID-19 times, okay? Every economy is trying to back up its country's economy, okay? But South Africa have managed to break away with this, and actually, personally, I'm happy for them. See this. Okay, so recently, a report and news came about that South Africa, it says South Africa's inflation rate has dropped to a record low of 3 years. The inflation rate is 4.6%. Wow. The South African inflation rate have been dropping for the past 3 years, and now it's 4.6%. Do you know what that means? That means after the global crisis of COVID-19, South Africa has still been managing to manage their inflation rate and have been reducing it for the past 3 years. Do you know how great this is? This shows how great South Africa government is actually improving on their life of the people. And this is impressive. I don't know how they are doing this, but they need to show other Africans the way. South Africa, please show my country Ghana the way. I don't know why, but Ghana inflation rate is always increasing per every month. Can you guys show us the way? Show us the way. Come on. I hope my country government people will actually go to SA and visit them and to ask them how. Because our government is still giving us an excuse that Russia and Ukraine war is part of the hardship and inflation rate in our country. How does that concern us? Russia-Ukraine war. After the COVID-19, now is the Russia-Ukraine war. That is affecting Ghana inflation right now. But is South Africa not part of the world yet? Or are they not still in the world? Why are they not affected with the same issue? South Africa, kindly show us the way. Please show us the way. South Africa declining inflation rate is a positive sign for economic stability. As we witness this progress, it is important to continue building resilient economies across Africa that prioritize the well-being of our people. That is it. I actually agree with you on this one. This is a comment from the comment section when this post was shared. I agree with him. Africa is really good to see South Africa actually improving that way, and hopefully it can cut across the whole of the continent. But South Africa, what was actually your secret? What was it? So I decided to actually do something and know how crazy this South Africa milestone is. So I reached Graphic Online, and it says South Africa inflation drops to 4.6%. So it says South Africa inflation rate has fallen more sharply than expected, reaching a 3-year low in July and approaching the central bank's target, strengthening expectation for an interest rate cut next month. Wow. Next month, that means South Africa might have an interest rate cut. For the past 3 years, the inflation has been declining. How are you guys doing it? This is magical. Wow. Okay, so Graphic Online again says data released by Statistics Agency on Wednesday revealed that consumer inflation decreased to 4.6% year-on-year in July, down from 5.1% in June. This decline surpassed analysts' predictions as a Reuters poll had forecast inflation at 4.9% for July. Wow. So they actually, analysts that who forecast that South African inflation rate, they knew it will actually fall or it will go low, but they knew that they thought it would be somewhere about 4.9%, but actually it went so down to 4.6%. That is impressive. What's your secret, South Africa? What is your secret? So they says the South African Reserve Bank, that is SARB, prefers to see inflation around 4.5%, the midpoint of its 3 to 6% target range. However, inflation has remained above this level since mid-2021. That is actually beautiful to see. Kudos to South Africans. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but hopefully you guys can share it as the method of doing that so that the whole continent can actually learn 1, 2, 3, or 4 from you guys, and you can actually improve the life of the rest of Africa. That is impressive. After the COVID-19 hit, you guys are still pulling up with these kind of stats and development. I'm actually proud of you guys, and I'm happy for it to also be happening in my time. Now, let's see the list of Africa's highest inflation rates in 2024. So from AfriStats and Polls, they says top African countries with the highest inflation figures for 2024, ranked by inflation rate accurate at time of posting. So it says Number 1 is Sudan with 157.9%. Number 2 is Egypt with 35.8%. Number 3 is Sierra Leone with 33.6%. Number 4 is Nigeria, 31.6%. Number 5, Malawi, 27.3%. Number 6, Zimbabwe, 24.9%. Wow, Zimbabwe, you guys are actually pulling through. Number 7, Burundi, 22.0%. Number 8, Ethiopia, 21.8%. Number 9, Ghana, 20.9%. And lastly, Angola with 18.1%. So these are African countries' highest inflation rates. And these are the top 10 highest inflation rates countries in Africa. South Africa, you guys have to show us the way. These countries need your help. Mostly, all the countries listed here actually needs to know how you guys are doing it. From Sudan, Egypt, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, Burundi, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe. Here, you guys are actually you're doing impressive here, because Zimbabwe was way below, but now you guys are actually pulling up. Hopefully, you guys can save yourself too. But South Africa, show us the antidote. How are you guys pulling this off? How are you guys doing this? All right, so this is a comment though. This one says, from 5.2% in 2023 to 4.6% in 2024, South Africa is setting the bar so high. I feel great for South African government and people are doing. Wow, this is an African man is saying that he's so happy for South Africa and you guys are actually doing great out there. But see this is Bob. Bob is mainly from South Africa. Bob is saying that it all happened under one big nose administration. Inflation is dropping, but the cost of living is remaining the same. Okay, so actually, as you are praising South Africa, we also need to check this point. I was actually keen about that point. Since you guys are actually improving in your inflation, how is that going down in the markets or down to the people? Are people actually feeling that the inflation is actually dropping? South Africans, tell me something under the comment section. Are you guys actually feeling the inflation dropping? Do you guys feel it in your economy, in your daily life activities? How are the cost of living is in South Africa right now? Are you guys feeling this huge government work that they are saying they have achieved? Are you feeling it? Let us know how your inflation rate is actually doing so far. Our cost of living, goods, are they reducing their prices? How is it going on in South Africa? Let us know in the comment section for us Africans also to decide or to know what is happening. The next video I actually essay, and I'm here as always to talk about Africa and African news. Hope you're enjoying this part of Africa section. South Africa, kudos to you guys. But let us know how this inflation rate is affecting you guys also in the comment section. See you guys around.